Hey everyone, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Tarot, and today we have a pick a card reading for you that will focus on messages from your higher self. This is messages that your future higher elevated self is trying to bring in to either reassure you, let you know what your path is, maybe guide you on a different path, or just affirm that you are on the right path. So if you are interested in that reading, please take a look at the three piles we have before you. Pile 1, we have the rose quartz tumbled stone. For pile number 2, we have the clear quartz stone. And for pile 3, we have the amethyst tumbled stone. So take a moment to see which pile resonates with you, and I will see you at your reading. Hey there, pile 1. If you chose the tumbled stone rose quartz, this will be your reading for messages for your higher self. We're going to take a look at your oracle first, and then probably get some much needed messages that need to come through, and then we'll kind of follow up with the tarot and see if there are anything very specific that needs to come in. And this is from the Starseed Oracle deck. And for you, pile 1, you got your life is a canvas, manifestation, artist, and creative accountability. Let's also grab just a couple specific messages from Spirit for you, from your higher self. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I am also in the middle of doing my subscriber giveaway of tarot readings. I've done a couple people so far this week, and it's so nice to meet you, all of you. So thank you again for being a subscriber. Okay. Let's see. So we have soulmate. The divine will provide you with love when you are ready. And then we have fear, expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. Okay, so I think the first thing that we're picking up here, especially with your life is a canvas card, these cards you can take extremely literally. You can also take it kind of in a more abstract way, but this, I think, is trying to let you know that essentially you are the controller of your life right now, and your life very much is a canvas that you are constantly changing, improving, and painting. You have an innate ability to manifest what you want right now, and your current thoughts are really determining your future. So what kind of life do you want to create for your future? Like, what do you want to create? This is kind of like an open, like, blank check, essentially. You are going to write the amount, and you are going to kind of set the intention and the pathway for your life. That's not to say that your angels aren't here in a certain way and guiding you, but I really think that it is just reassuring you that you have, a certain amount of control when it comes to, where you want your life to go. If you've never looked into, the law of attraction or how to manifest, there's a ton of really interesting information online. There's a ton of YouTube subscribers that I currently follow that really go in depth in how to manifest things. And I think that, with you, with the fear card here, if you're not sure what you'd like to create, just kind of start with gratitude for everything that's good in your life right now, and just kind of state on a daily basis what you are most thankful for, and look for the good thing in your life. You're going to find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. But this card pretty much is inviting you to see your entire life as the ability to paint your own portrait, paint your own picture. You have full control of who you want to be and how you want to make that appear. So I think that is just what it's reminding you. We're going to get a little bit clarification on the soulmate, because that's very specific. But I do think the fear card goes right in with your life as a canvas. So I kind of think that maybe you are a hesitant person who doesn't know kind of when to move forward. I think that you possibly, pile one, could be somebody who has been very much under, I don't want to say under somebody else's control, but kind of like under somebody else's guidance. And maybe if that person, who you kind of emulated or resonated with is out of your life, you may be kind of left swimming in the ocean on your own, trying to, paddle out of the current, so to speak. I think that if you have been on a particular path and gone through a sudden tower moment, kind of a change, upheaval in your life, I think this is kind of a reset. This is one of those times where the slate has been wiped clean and you now are free of any influences that might kind of steer your path in a way that you don't want to go. So just pay attention to that, and we will take a look at the tarot. We are using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck today, and let's get some clarification on some very specific messages from your higher self. What does your higher self want to say to you? I always love doing higher self readings because it's one of those things where it's like, if you could go back, kind of reminds me of those little things where it's like, if you could go back to your younger you, your child you, and tell them anything, what would you tell them? So much wisdom, right? Okay, well, already. What is this fear, and how do we go over it? Anything else? One. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So we're going to take a look at, the fear side of things first. With we have the Five of Cups. We have the the Seven of Wands. Where do I want to put these? I think, can you guys see them if I slide them over? I think so. We have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Moon. Okay, yeah, I mean that, the Moon card here popping up really does speak to the things that are right there before you that you have not yet been able to illuminate or see in your life. The Canvas card is very much kind of speaking again to the fact that it's kind of a fresh beginning, a new start. I think, I don't know why I keep fiddling with these. It's kind of like, I don't know, I'm just kind of picking up on an energy. It's like, well, does this work? Where do I go from here? It's just kind of this second guessing type of energy, and bleh, I'm just going to let it go. Okay. So for you, pile one, I think the messages that are immediately coming through, especially in respect to the fear card, is that the path right now is not very well illuminated to you. Now, that doesn't matter. You're kind of, there's this spark of light that's going to be coming in that's going to pretty much just, how do I want to say it? Kind of the torch in the darkness, essentially. I think with the Five of Cups there, the Five of Cups usually kind of speaks to sadness and a little bit of loss. I think that kind of plays with the fear card. I think that, for some of you, when I was talking about pile one and, kind of being a ship, feeling like a ship lost at sea because you have lost that guiding light, or somebody in your life is no longer around to kind of hold your hand and really steady you, and make you, reassure you that, you are going to be okay. And maybe, I think that what your spirit guides are really trying to come in and tell you is that soon it's going to be abundantly clear to you. You're going to have to switch your mindset. You're going to have to kind of stop living in this kind of emotional sadness for what has been lost. You're going to have to, kind of like what the blank canvas thing was, is really kind of practice on your gratitude and to be able to like shift your mindset into something that is going to bring you into more prosperity. The Ten of Cups here speaks a lot to do with that. And I think they're trying to let you know that it's going to be okay. You are going to find your path, and you are absolutely going to, sorry, slid my thing out of the way. Where was I going with that? So yes, there is going to be a path that is going to be illuminated to you, and that the spirit guides are saying, this is kind of your place to create, essentially. Let's get a little bit more clarification with the messages about how it's going to be illuminated, and maybe kind of when. I do think the later months of the year are going to be fairly significant for you. Okay. Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. That's lovely. So with the collaboration, I think collaboration of the Three of Cups here, I do very much think that get over here, Son of Pentacles. Okay. I do think that your higher self is trying to say, you need to branch out. You like these little cute little birds on a branch, collaborating with each other. You need to branch out and continue to, you don't have to do this solo. If your higher self wanted to tell you anything right now, it would be that you have people that you can rely on. You have people coming into your life that you are going to be able to trust. You are going to be able to find your tribe, and you are absolutely going to move through your life with these people who are not necessarily going to guide you, but they're going to kind of keep you at a higher vibration. Like attracts like. And if you are someone who is attracting a lot of people who are more negative in your life, maybe switch your mindset around, and you can actually bring in a little bit more of the, what do I want to say, like positivity, I guess is what I would like to say about that. I think that, the Seven of Wands is reminding you to also kind of stand tall and let all those others that are not doing you particularly well to kind of fall away in the shadows. You're not going to find the strength and support from others. It's only going to be yourself. And I think that the path is going to be illuminated to you very, very soon. But that is not without saying that, you are going to, find these positive folks in your life that are really going to help transform you into the person that you want to be. There's a lot of uplifting and inspiring people around you that are going to be coming into your life that are going to really move you forward into that next aspect of life. So I think that's what your higher self is telling you right now, is that, you are going to be the one that is going to be your own guiding light. Definitely paint your own canvas and start really thinking about who it is you want to be. Because obviously your higher self has gotten there, but it's kind of like, talking about past, present, and future. It gets really kind of mucky when it comes to that kind of stuff. But we could do a whole YouTube channel just on that. But I do want to say with the Pentacles card here, particularly the lovely little Son of Pentacles, it's kind of a slow path. It's going to be not necessarily one of those quick moving energies. This is somebody who is very loyal, determined, and very wholehearted. I think this is kind of you in a sense. I think that sometimes this figure can be really stubborn and persistent to a fault, as far as, no, I'm not going to break out of this energy. Just kind of let me be in this kind of I'm alone and I'm a lone warrior type energy, and I think you are very much that, but the problem is your higher self is telling you you're getting too bogged down in that. You're definitely expecting the worst. You're afraid of failure. You're wasting your time with negative forces. You need to positive up, if that makes sense. All right, so let's take a look. And again, that goes with the canvas piece where, all this that you are manifesting leads to what's being painted on the canvas. So what do you want to paint, essentially? Let's get a little information about this soulmate energy. I'm really into that right now. And let's see. Okay, can you clarify? Okay. Can you clarify, please? Ooh, okay. All right. That's quite a bit for the soulmate energy card. Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands. We got the Daughter of Cups. We got the Father of Cups, which is obviously the King and Queen. And then we have the Sun. Okay, wow. There's significant, this is going to be you and your soulmate. What is going on here? I do feel really called to pull out my romance oracle card because I do think that Spirit is trying to paint you a picture right now of some serious love coming in right now. The King and Queen of Cups are two people who are paired up in an emotional sense. And I really do think that is something that is kind of showing you that there is a soulmate coming in. Is that what you're manifesting? Is that what you are trying to pull in? Is this what you're scared of? I'm just kind of wondering about you, Pile One. I do think that this person, and I do think that most of you are going to resonate with one, either the King or Queen. The Queen has a lot to do with being romantic and artistic, very inspired, kind of a dreamer, kind of struggles to stay grounded, where I don't want to say the Father of Cups has a lot to do with being this strong, unique, and very dynamic personality. It's the most feminine of all the fathers within the tarot, and is usually kind of like a dignified individual who supports the family community. This person, both of these people actually seem to have very significant kind of insecurities, especially when it comes to staying grounded. But I do think that both of you are kind of being pulled in together to kind of walk that path through life, I guess, if you want to say that. The 10 of Wands has a lot to do with mental or physical burdens that's kind of been weighing on your spirit, and this kind of can lead to hopelessness or just feeling like you can't get through to what you want. I think that what Spirit is trying to say to you here is, yes, you can. This soulmate energy and this person who is going to be coming into your, whoever this is that you are manifesting into your life right now, is very much going to be responding to you in a very particular situation. Maybe you are going to find somebody through this collaborative, community card. Maybe it's something that, you're going to be involved in, and therefore you're going to find somebody who is very much like you and have you both very much resonate with each other. Soulmate doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. There are best friends that are soulmates, but either way, I do see that this is going to bring you into a really high level of warmth and security, and really understanding and feeling comforted in who you are and being accepted. But you just have to get over these blockages in order for this to come through. I think that's pretty much the messages that they're trying to convey to you. But I do want to just check and see if this is a kind of romantic connection or not. So maybe it's just friends, maybe it's just a really cool person, soul family type individual, and maybe not necessarily like a twin flame. But let's see Who is this? Oh my God, really? Who is this soulmate? Spirit, who is this soulmate? All right, well, we're going to, all right, let go of control issues and romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so, and this one actually was on the top that flipped over for whatever reason. And it says, you deserve love. You are lovable. Okay. So, some of you might really be with this fear. You might have been going through an end of a relationship that really felt like, you are now solo in the world. And I think the overarching messages that is coming through from Spirit is, no matter if you are with somebody or not, you are not alone, but you also have the power to transform your own canvas into whatever picture you want your life to be. Now, you do have somebody that's going to be coming into your world that is going to bring about a lot of warmth and harmony. What you're going to have to do is pay attention to your blockages. And I do think that you probably have significant control issues. You're going to have to allow this situation to unfold naturally, but do understand that these romantic feelings that you have it says are real and worth exploring. And just realizing, getting over the blockages, like I said, of the control issues, the fear, also deserving love. You are lovable. And I think that's the final message that your higher self wanted to give you, Pile 1, is that if it comes down to it, you are definitely somebody who is worthy of so much more. You just have to realize and paint your own canvas, if that makes sense. All right, Pile 1, that's all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. If you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe, I really appreciate knowing if these messages resonated with you. And I will see you again in another reading. Take care. Hey there, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the clear quartz tumbled stone, this is your reading for messages from your higher self. We're going to take a look and see what your higher self needs to let you know right now in regards to possibly the path you are on, what's going on, see if there are certain energies you need to pursue or let go of. Pretty much we're just going to see what comes in. And to start off, we have the Starseed Oracle deck, and then we will pull a couple more Oracle cards to kind of get a sense of where this reading's going in terms of specific messages, and use the tarot for the rest. So for you, Pile 2, we have the Void. The Void. Okay. I don't know if you can see that card. It's kind of dark, but the Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb, not wound, womb. Wow, okay. I wonder what's coming in for you. Let's see. I'm going to grab a couple more oracle cards to see if we can get a little bit information here. The Void, okay. With the Void card, it kind of makes me kind of like looking into the unknown. Although it says, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So something is growing. I think, when you think of wombs, you think of creating life. But it's kind of like this dormant period before life begins. I wonder what's going on. Okay, so can you clarify and give us some more specific message for our higher selves? Thank you, Spirit. It's funny how he's been doing, or not he, your higher self has been doing 2 every single time. Oh, ask your angels. Seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. And spread your wings. Confidence that leads to freedom and growth. Okay. So many of you are going through, I've been talking with a bunch of subscribers, and some of you are going through some significant growth. And I do think that this might be, it's the beginning of the year of, Aquarius, and the Aquarius season is about expansion, particularly when it comes to spiritual expansion. So this makes sense as to why a lot of you are kind of going through these repeat higher calling and repeat transitions. And I think there's some serious ascendancy, like serious elevating of the frequencies and energies coming and going for most of my subscribers. So, but I do want to say that, like I said, with the Void card, it kind of reminds me almost, not of the Fool card, but more of like, and not really the Death card either. I mean, there's absence. You know what I mean? There is everything, there's nothing and everything in the absent, in the void, essentially. You know, this is where life begins and it ends. I think you might be being called to kind of surrender to this particular unknown. I think that it's, you know, I think they're trying to let you know that there is a very specific tapestry of life that is being woven for you right now. And, you know, the greatest tapestry is being woven when we find a way to surrender and trust that our life is being divinely guided. It's time to really cultivate your faith and really allow yourself to have a specific, you know, level of faith, as well as understanding that you have this very strong freedom to achieve this personal growth, essentially. But let's take a look and get some clarification from tarot. Those are just some things. Okay, can you clarify spreading our wings? You know, pile 1 got that 7 of is it the 7 of Wands? Yeah, 7 of Wands as well. It's kind of like, you know, yeah, I saw you. You want to come out. Anything else? Okay. Your higher self is being simple, yet eloquent. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, and then we have the 7 of Wands and the Daughter of Wands. Okay. I think I'm going to get some other cards for Ask Your Angels, and then we will tie it all together. Okay, what about the... they knew what I was going to ask. Okay. Ace of Swords. Oh, and then we got the last 2. Okay, very good. So many swords and wands. Like, wow. Okay. So we have the 5 of Wands, we have the 8 of Swords, and then we have the Ace of Swords. I'm going to make sure these are all in the thing for you. Okay, so let's take a second to kind of look at all these messages here. You know, I'm really drawn to the Ace of Swords right now when it comes to clarifying about asking your angels. You know, this kind of... you know, with this particular deck, I love the lightning strikes. And I think that, you know, this is kind of really symbolic of lightning in the fact that when it strikes, it just illuminates everything. It's, and this, you know, it's something that holds in your mind even after the lightning is gone. There is something in your mind that is going to become very clear very soon. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Really, angels? Okay. They're sometimes that happens. Okay. But I think that what they're trying to get you to do is to really rely on them, and in your thought patterns and speaking to your angels, you will absolutely find the changes that are going to be coming through with this 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords sometimes has a lot to do with being trapped and very powerless, but and surrounded by obstacles. But with this one, I think it's really close to what is keeping you, asking your angels, what is keeping you suspended here? What is it yourself? Is it others? This, you can't hang in this state. This is definitely not something that you need to linger in for much longer. There's definitely choices. Your perceptions are kind of keeping you from spreading your wings and kind of flying away out of here. So I think that your angels definitely would like you to spread your wings and have that confidence. But at the same time, really kind of, in speaking with them, the path is going to be very clear and illuminated. So, your higher self is saying, take a second to really pay attention to what your thoughts are. Ask your angels for clarification. They're going to communicate with you, and they will let you know exactly how, you are going to need to move forward. Because I kind of think that you have a lot of particular fire energy and a lot of fives. I see just like change in here. But at the same time, I feel like it's only coming if you embrace it to come. I think that this is kind of an opportunity that you have to pull yourself out of this kind of this kind of womb of creating your life and actually moving forward into creating what you want. The Seven of Wands here, I think it's if you resonate with the Seven of Wands and what I'm about to say, then you should probably take a look at pile 1 as well, because this has a lot to do with confidence. This has a lot to do with the spreading your wings. And this is the single wand that is surrounded by the others, who stands up tall and is glowing. The others are going to kind of fall away into the shadow. You don't need their strength. You don't need their support. This is time for you to be courageous and have that confidence, to break free into this, into freedom, essentially. The Five of Swords is kind of, I might need a little bit of clarification, which we will get, because it's more sometimes a warning card. It depicts kind of destruction of your own ideas and self. I don't think that this is going to be one of those things where it's others coming in. I think it's more of like you doubting yourself. But yeah, I think I'll get a little bit of clarification, but I'm not sure like which one do I want to go to. I think we'll probably pull the Map Oracle. Let me grab that one super quick. I do also kind of want to take a look with you at the Daughter of Wands, because this person is a free spirit, kind of somebody who is, it kind of takes their time with life, waiting until they're kind of settled and accomplished before they embark on their visions. I kind of get the sense that this particular person is going through a very spiritual transformation or breakthrough that's going to be coming out of this void. Again, I do get the sense that this is not a mandatory transformation. This is not a tower moment. This is not something that is being forced upon you. But I think that you, pile 2, are very much in this spiral of nothingness, and maybe you're languishing in kind of like it says, like the void, and you don't know, where you are going. And there's nothing. It's just nothing. So stagnation, essentially. But you are being encouraged to spread your wings and ask your angels about this. There is something definitely coming. Are you going to take it of your own accord, or is it going to be something that's going to come down the pike later on and be forced upon you? I'm not sure. Let's get a little bit more information from Spirit. Spirit, can you please clarify where this is going? Any other messages you want to share? Oops, but you really stop. You want to share about higher self. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords. 7s and 5s. You got 7s and 5s. There's an 8 over here too, but the Ace of Pentacles and the Daughter of Cups. And yeah, let's take a Map Oracle real quick and see if there's anything else it wants to say. Anything? Is one enough? Okay. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, your higher self. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we have unexpected visitors. The card number 41, which reduces to 5. You have 5. So there is specific change that is on the horizon. It's definitely time for you to break out of this void. Now, like I said, are you going to do this willingly, or are you going to make the universe force you? I think they're trying to get you to do this of your own accord. But at the same time, especially with the Ace of Pentacles here, there is this kind of like sense of like, here it comes. We're giving you this. Do you want it now? Or are you going to be kind of almost like in that Four of Cups energy where it's like, I don't know. I don't really want it right now. The unexpected visitors, I do want to say, we'll pay attention to that one first, because this one's a little bit different in the fact that it doesn't have to do with particularly like visitors actually coming, but it has more to do with expecting the unexpected. So there's going to be a lot of paradigm shifts, and no matter how kind of stagnant things seem to be right now, there are going to be very specific surprises and turns of events that are going to be coming in. So life is going to be interesting. You're going to really have to rely on your angels, as well as having this very much the confidence of and this energy to really pull yourself together and realize that what is going to be coming is going to be in your direction, pushing you towards your higher self. You are going to be you're going to need a lot of mental strength to get through this. I think that also, the Daughter of Cups, who happens to be, I think might very well be you. Not quite sure. I do get the sense that this is kind of like the advice that they're telling you right now is, it's staying grounded. This one also popped up in pile 1, and this one has to do with really kind of being a dreamer. I think that you are kind of living too much in your head, and you rely on kind of like you're running stagnant, so you're relying on other things to propel you forward. So I think the messages that we're getting here now is that Spirit is saying, hey, you have the ability to bring forth this particular change. You got 5s all over the place. You can definitely ask your angels and have a little bit of control over the situation, and stay grounded in the situation, or we are going to kind of, push it forward for you at a later date, and it might not be so easy or so much in your actual, what do I want to say, like control. The swords, 6 of Swords here is funny in the way. I love this little card because if you look really closely to it, the swords are, hanging up above in plain view, while the 7th is kind of tucked under that little fox's tail and he's kind of peeking out. There is a very particular secret being kept, and one of the candles just went out, so I think you're going to have to pay attention to this, is that it's time to identify if you are the person that is keeping you from this ascendancy, or is it the universe that puts you in this stagnation? Are you going to push forward out of this, or are you going to let the universe kind of blast you out of it? There is a sense here that you really need to face yourself and the cause, and be able to rely on your angels and spread your wings when it comes to what is coming through and making you ascend to this higher level. I am going to get, I didn't do this for pile 1 because I didn't feel called to, but I do want to get just an angel message for you, pile 2. See if there's your higher self and your angels want one more word of wisdom for you, because I feel like this reading was really it gave me very ambiguous vibes, and I think we got the messages that that we needed to hear, but I think they're being sly about it. And that's what the little, that little fox is saying right here. It's like, okay, we're going to lay everything out before you, but watch, there's going to be kind of a little bit of a change, a shift, a surprise. There's something coming in, kind of like with the unexpected visitors, but don't be scared. Ask your angels and spread your wings and embrace it, essentially. Okay. That one just wanted to flip. Okay. So put that down. So the final message that we're getting for you is gratitude. Pray for what you need, but be grateful what you have already received. And I do think that has a lot to do with talking to your angels, because they do want to support you and lead you through this kind of tapestry of change that is being kind of woven for you right now. And I think that this is reassurance that everything's going to be okay, but this is very much necessary in the fact that to get you to your higher self, this is the new paradigm shift that you are going to have to go through. If you start seeing fives all over the place, repeating fives, 555, I think you are being told that change is definitely coming. It is imminent. Just be on the watch for certain messages from your angels, and even your higher self. The universe talks to you, and so does your higher self. Just watch for those repeating messages. Okay, pile 2? Well, that is everything I have for you. If this reading resonated with you, I would very much like it if you took a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. That's the easiest way you can help me on my YouTube journey. So thank you for supporting my channel. I adore every single one of you subscribers, especially the ones I've had the pleasure of meeting. Thank you so much. You have a great rest of your week and take care. Thank you. Hey there, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the purple little amethyst tumbled stone, this will be your reading as to messages that will be channeling from your spirit guides. I'm sorry, not your spirit guides, but your higher self and spirit guides. They always want to pop in there. And let you know, get specific messages about how to keep on the path, find the path, or just kind of navigating your way to your higher self. So let's take a look at your Starseed Oracle card first. You have You Are Not Alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. Okay, and let's see. I'm going to get some personal messages from your higher self as well. The You Are Not Alone can go couple ways. The first thing that I think of is that, you might be someone who is very isolated and kind of withdrawn in the fact that they do not rely on other people, but maybe might need to. But let's see. Hold on. Let's see. What messages does your higher self have to say to you today? Anything else? All right. Okay, so realignment and success. Okay. It's your time to shine. Success comes from what you pour your heart into, and realignment. Shift your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. Okay, and that might very much come along with the You Are Not Alone. Maybe there is somebody or something that you can reach out to, realign with, and that will give you that sense of clarity as to where you are going on this path. So let's take a look at the tarot real quick and get some clarification. See what ventures your higher self wants to communicate to you today. Okay. All right. Spirit, can you please clarify what specific messages the higher self has for us today? Oh, okay. That one came out with a floof. Okay, and that one came sailing out as well. What we got here? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of repeating messages through these piles. So, if you happen to be someone who felt called to a couple other, another pile, take a look and see what, if other ones have particular messages in there for you. Obviously, not every single message is going to be for everyone. So this is, general reading. Take what resonates and then, kind of see what pops out. But there's a lot of messages here for you, pile 3. Okay. I do get the sense that some of you are going through a period of loss or sadness. There's something, a heavier energy about you right now that your spirit guides want to kind of pull you through and remind you that you need to realign with them and your higher vibrations in order to connect to your higher self. The Devil card popped up right next to the 3 of Swords. There's something that is holding your heart back and kind of leaving you in chains, I think. That you're really being bound. Traditionally, the 3 of Swords has a lot to do with your heart, with heartache or being wounded. And I do very much think that there is some sort of wounding that happened in, I'm hearing right now that some of you are kind of, I don't want to say deep into addictions, but I do think you have been using something as a crutch, maybe some sort of drugs or alcohol in order to get you through something. But I do want to say that you're kind of having a snowball effect on yourself. So whatever this negative incident that happened to you recently, I think they're trying to say, okay, that's over and done with. Are you going to sink deeper, or are you going to pop out of this a little bit stronger and wiser, utilize your inner strength to, pull you away from this negative energy? The Devil really oftentimes, can speak of others, but sometimes I think it being, I think of it also being yourself, kind of you keeping yourself into these negative patterns and these behaviors that are not for, or keeps you aligned with your higher purpose and your higher self. But I do think that on the horizon, there is going to be a specific kind of, how do we want to say, like, how you are going to go about alignment may be not exactly the typical path, okay? And I do want to flip this guy around. I do not do reversal cards. I just don't. Okay. And just paying attention to the numbers here. So yeah, we got 15, 3, 5, 6. 15 reduces to 6. And then we have, 9 of Cups. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. Well, let's see here. We are going to start with the, what am I trying to say? The Father, the Father of Cups. The Father of Cups is similar to the King energy. He's a very dynamic person. And kind of somebody who's very dignified in supporting their family and community. However, I do see that there are deep insecurities here that you may have in terms of being able to beat whatever it is that is holding you hostage. A lot of you, I do get the sense that, you have gone through something maybe that was kind of challenging, and you found very specific coping mechanisms that weren't possibly the most healthy coping mechanisms. And now it's like you don't know how to break free. You might be using these to really give yourself that confidence or to try and get you back on that path to alignment. But it is kind of setting you back. It is not letting you be the person that you absolutely are being called to be. And we'll just like go down the line here. So with the bleh, I can't, I'm having a hard time today. My goodness. With the pentacles right here, I do want to say the 4 is more about stability. And I do, with the Father of Cups, I do think that there is a lot of potential for stability, or maybe you just have this very good way of putting a mask on in terms of showing the world how stable you are. But you might be holding too tightly to something in the material world that's going to leave you in this path of stagnation, or being bound. And when I say stagnation, I don't mean like the inability to move forward, but it kind of is. It's yourself that's essentially holding yourself back when it comes to those things. I keep kind of getting called to the Devil card, and it's just because it's kind of frightening when these pop out into a reading. A lot of people get really scared. Or worried. It does have an urgent message that it needs to be kind of interpreted in total honesty. And I do think that there is some sort of addiction, negativity, that is a dependency right now that you are needing to overcome. And I realized that I just decided to jump around instead of going all the way down. I love it when I do that. But the Daughter of Wands is definitely, how do I want to say, this particular book is interesting in the fact where it has a daughter, son, and then essentially like a king and queen too. So it's similar to like page, knight, queen, king. But anyways, again, this popped up in another one of the piles. I think it might have been pile 1, not sure. But it has to do with being a visionary person and kind of being a free spirit, being able to really be structured, and they know what they want, and they want to be settled down in a particular way, and they're very busy, they're very strong, but at the same time, they're going through a very specific hard time that is contributing to these negative coping mechanisms. And I think that's what your higher self is trying to let you know right now, is you're not going to be able to get over this hump with the coping mechanisms that you are using. These are things that are actually holding you back from specific realignment. The 9 of Wands is a lot, I think, especially in the placement it is right now below the 9 of Cups. This journey is near completion. Okay, so this final stretch, you're probably really kind of tired, but it's coming to fruition. And I'm sorry, that's the 4. I don't know why I said 9, probably because I was looking at that. But anyways, the 4 of Wands is more about completion and your labors being very steady and strong, but it's not quite to the point where you are completely in the success mode that you want, because there's something here that is holding you back from this particular realignment. And again, I really do think it's particular coping mechanisms based around a loss that you experienced. But let's see if we can get a couple more messages as to how or what path this is going to pull you through to. Where are we going, Spirit? Oh my gosh. I just keep seeing repeating cards for you guys. Oh, there's some new ones. Oh, not really. Okay. And then we got this guy. Okay. So let's see what we got for kind of final messages here. I am going to pull an oracle card too. Okay, this is getting messy. Oh, wow. Okay. Father of Swords, lots of wisdom coming through here. All right, beacon of hope, shining light. The 5 of Swords as well. Lots of fives. My gosh, what is coming through? Like most of you, and I think I talked about this in pile two, but the year of 2024 is we're in the, year of like Aquarius. We're in this Aquarius season and the age of Aquarius, I guess you'd call it. And a lot of you are being forced to go through significant spiritual transformations. And it's so funny because a few of my subscribers were like, dear God, no, not again. But I do think this, for you guys, this is more of you getting closer to your higher self by really realizing that you have a very significant outpouring of strength, a well of reserve that you have in you that you have not tapped into. Instead, you're kind of doubting yourself, and you are, in order to find this courage or strength that is living deep behind, deep within you, you're having to pull it out by other means, other alcohol, drugs, or whatever, because maybe it's like you feel that you can show yourself, you have that courage, kind of like, I don't know if you ever, if people understand the term like liquid courage when it comes to drinking or something. It's this uninhibited self, and that's something that you're trying to switch into, but at the same time it's dumbing you down. It's like every time you do that and you become this individual that you want through other means, when that wears off and you go back to being yourself, you're riddled with self-doubt and lack of confidence and all sorts of things that are really keeping you from your higher self. And I think that they're trying to come through and tell you that you have this particular strength to go through whatever this challenge is. Please rely on your own experiences, your wisdom, your thought patterns, and be able to, even reach out to your particular spirit guides. I think that was something that was in one of the other readings as well. But this one has to do with a lot of, you're not going to find any strength or support from others right now. And you have this ability to be truly courageous. You are overwhelmed with specific caution and fear, and it's keeping you from aligning with your higher self. But I really think that there is something that is going to be coming through with clarity. There's an unresolved situation. Maybe you're going to hear from somebody out of the blue, or receive some sort of news that's going to shift you into this direction. This card sometimes means literal movement is on the horizon. So, maybe relocating is kind of like on the table for you right now. But, they're telling you to rely on your gift of perception. I think that you have a very specific ability to see through the clutter of kind of the emotional piece in your mind and really kind of have the bigger view and see it from all angles. But for whatever reason, you know exactly how to get back into realignment, but maybe you're just not physically or mentally ready. They're telling you that you are, and the success and that you are not alone is very much dependent on your ability to reach out to reach out to others that are like-minded and people you trust in order to kind of really get you the support that you need to break out of these negative habits and negative patterns. Okay, so let's get one last message from the Map Oracle to kind of cap this off for you. I should have brought myself some water. Been talking so much. Okay. Final message from your higher self. Okay. Yeah. Magical map shifter. And that reduces to 7. So pay attention. That has a lot to do with abundance. And magical shapeshifter with the number 52, like I said, reduces to 7. Magical shapeshifter has a lot to do with there's a mission, essentially. There's people that are going to be coming into your life that are going to impact you into your personal growth. Just pay attention to these particular individuals that kind of cross your path. I think that's also where it was wrapping into the "you are not alone" card. Just kind of be awake, aware, because you're going to recognize them for the important changing type people that they are. The magical map shifter is always a card that initiates you to move into the best version of yourself. So, just keep on this particular path. Like I said, I think that with these unhealthy coping mechanisms that you have, pile 3, it's good to reach out to a support group of people who are going through the same type of issues as you, and really draw on their wisdom as to how to get back into alignment. And once, and get over that hump, because once you do, you will absolutely be on the path to really transforming yourself and getting in line with your higher self. And it looks like what you really want is harmony in your life and stability. So I think with that, the magical shapeshifter and realignment is going to get you back onto that path, because I get the sense that you guys were once there, but for whatever reason, challenges and then these unhealthy coping mechanisms have kind of spiraled. So to get back onto that path, you are going to have to take the bull by the horn, so to speak, and really get yourself out of the mud, essentially, if that makes sense. Okay. So pile 3, those are all the messages I have for you. Your higher self thanks you for watching this. And if this reading resonated with you, I would very much appreciate it if you commented, and subscribed to the channel. That's the easiest way you can support me on this channel's journey. And thank you so much. I always really appreciate my subscribers. You guys are wonderful. Feel free to hit me up on any of my ways to reach out to me. Just even having chats with you guys has been really, really awesome. I'm going to try and also get into possibly doing some more specific messaging for weekly, just in the shorts kind of version. A few of the subscribers really kind of wanted something a little bit more frequent as terms of weekly guidance type thing. So I'm trying, but that being said, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all you guys, your love and support. So take care, and I'll see you at your next reading.